Hello students, welcome back to our maths class. In this session, we will continue further with our next exercise 4.5. The first question children we have, draw a rough sketch of quadrilateral PQRS, draw its diagonals, name them means we have to name the diagonals here. Is the meeting point of the diagonals in the interior or the exterior of the quadrilateral? So, first let us start with drawing a rough sketch of the quadrilateral PQRS, where you can see children I have drawn the diagonals also. Diagonals means when we connect the opposite vertices with a line segment. You can see P and R is one diagonal, the second diagonal is Q and S. They are meeting each other, both the diagonals intersect each other at the point O. Now what is asked a question that is the meeting point of the diagonal in the interior or exterior children? You can see here very easily what it is, interior or exterior? Right, it is interior because it is inside the quadrilateral, right? So we can say the answer as PR and QS are the diagonals, they meet at the point O, which is in the interior of the given quadrilateral. Next question children, draw rough sketch of a quadrilateral KLMN and state two pairs of opposite sides. So these are the four questions, one by one we have to answer them. So let us go for first, that is two pairs of opposite side. Children, this is quadrilateral KLM and N, where we have to find the two pairs of opposite side. Which are they? KL and NM. Then we have KN and LM. These are the two opposite sides. Okay, you can see here KL, NM and KN and LM are the two pairs of opposite sides. Now the second question here, two pairs of opposite angles. Now which are the two pairs of opposite angles children here? You can see that angle KLM, that is this angle, and angle you can say KNM. This is the first pair. The next pair children we have LKN, that is this one, and the next we have NML, that is the two pairs of opposite angles. Okay, now let us go for the next question number 3, that is two pairs of adjacent side. What is adjacent side? Which are next to one another, right? And they have a common end point, they both the line segment meet at the common end point. Now, which are the adjacent side children? KL and LM, similarly LM and MN, again MN and NK are the pair of adjacent sides. Next, what is the next question children? Two pairs of adjacent angles. Adjacent angles here like sides only, the angles which are next to one another, right? So let us find angle K and angle L, that is the first pair children you can take, L and M, M and N, N and K. So these are the pairs of adjacent angles here. Okay, so now let us move for the next question. Now we will continue here with the next exercise children, that is 4.6 only. Okay, now the 4.6 exercise, the first question is given to identify here. What is identifying children? Means we have to recognize from the given figure. Okay, first it is given to us the center of the circle, three radii, a diameter, a chord, 2 points in the interior, a point in the exterior, a sector and a segment. So these are the questions that we have to identify, and let us see the answers on the next page. Okay, so this is the circle given there, all the names, different things are marked here. You have to recognize and write the answer here. First, which is the center of the circle children here? You can see the center of the circle is O here, right? So we have written our answer that the center of the circle is O. Next, three radii. Which are the three radii? Means radius, three radius. The plural of radius is radii. Okay, so which are the three? You can say easily OA, this is the first one. Then we have OB, the second one, and other third one we have OC. So OA, OB and OC are the 3 radii of the given circle. Now it is asked which is the diameter in this. Children, you can see and you can answer very easily which is the diameter. Diameter is the longest chord, right, which passes to the center of the circle, which is, yes, AC. Very good. It is AC here. You can see the diameter is AC, right. Now we have to answer that which is the chord over here. Chord is the what? A line segment and the arc joining, right. So this is not an arc one, but we have to only take this part, children, only the line segment, don't include this arc, then it becomes a sector. Okay, so which is the chord? Only ED is the chord. Also children, AC is a chord because diameter is the longest chord. So remember 2 things, ED and AC are the 2 chords in the given circle. Now 2 points in the interior. So which are the 2 points in the interior, children? You can see here point O and point P. Okay, so point A and P are the 2 points in the interior of the given circle. So only find the points which are in the interior, remaining all are on the circle and remaining ones are outside the circle. Okay, so don't go for the outside one, go inside only. Now we have to mark the which identify the point in the exterior. Children, here the given figure you can see the point in the exterior only we have one here, that is point Q. Okay, so we will answer here as the point in the exterior is Q. Okay, next question, a sector, okay, which is the sector here? You can see here which is the sector AOB. Okay, so 2 radius along with the arc, this area, children, the blue shaded region you can tell that this is the sector that is AOB. So children, you can see this AOB is a sector here. Okay, now we are asked that which is the segment. Which is the segment here, children? You can see this ED, that is a chord. I told you children earlier that ED is a chord, but don't include this portion, but in the segment we need to include. So this yellow color region, children, that is a segment here. So ED here, this particular region is the segment in the given figure. So let us go for the next question, children. Answer the following. Is every diameter of a circle also a chord, children? Children, I told you very clearly that diameter is a chord, but all the chords are not diameter, right? So what will answer? Yes, every diameter of a circle is also a chord because diameter is the longest chord. Fine. Question number 2. Is every chord of a circle also a diameter? As I told you, children, what will be the answer? No, right? So no, every chord is not a diameter, but diameter is a chord, but all the chords are not diameter, isn't it? So let us go for the next question, children, here. Now draw any circle and mark its center. Now children, we have to draw any circle and mark its center. Children, you can see I have drawn a circle and this point, particular point, I have marked it as a center, that is O. Okay. Now we have to draw a circle and mark a radius in it. You can see, children, when we join a line segment with the center and any point on the circle, we get the radius. So this is radius. This is radius OC. You can see here. So you can draw accordingly. You can take any other name, OA, AB, whatever. But yes, it has to be marked correctly. Then a diameter. Draw a circle and passing through the center of the circle, children, you can see, you can, longest chord that, but yes, what is a diameter? That is a chord that passes through the center of the circle. You can see it passes through the center of the circle and both the end touches the boundary of the circle. So whenever you mark, the marking should be correctly. A sector. Children, sector, as I told you, it includes 2 radius here, you can see 1 and 2 radius and including the arc. So this area, the red region, you can see AOB is a sector here. You can mark it another way also, you can have others also like this, that this portion also you can take it at sector, like this also you can take it sector, depends. Okay, but it should be correct. Now let us see what is given to us next, a segment. Okay, you can see here ED, which is a chord enclosed by the arc. So this red region is called the segment, that is DE. Next, a point in its interior. Children, interior means inside. So I told you draw a circle and you can mark anywhere point. Here you can mark point A also. Inside you can mark point B also. You can mark point Q also according to your choice. But it should be inside the given circle only. Okay. Now let us see what we have next here. A point in its exterior. Okay. Now you can see a circle is given here. A point we have to mark outside the circle, not inside the circle. So you can see I have marked here point Q, which is outside the circle, right? Then an arc. Children, an arc. Children, this portion you can just thicken this line. Make this line little thick to show that arc AB. Okay, so you can show it anywhere on the circle. You can show this way, like here also, but put it on the circle only. It will go little here, but you mark little thick line you draw on the circle, and you can name it as arc AB, PQ, whatever you want, you can take. Okay, now question number 4. That is the last question of our exercise, children. Say true or false. Two diameters of a circle will necessarily intersect. Is this statement true, children? Obviously. Suppose I draw this circle, you can see one diameter is here, second diameter is here, like this. Okay, that means the two diameters always intersect each other at the center. Obviously, it will intersect here at the center. That means my statement is true. Second one, the center of a circle is always in its interior. Children, always we can draw a circle whenever we have a point inside it, because we cannot put the rounder outside and mark the circle. Okay, so hence our statement here is also true, because the center of the circle will always be in its interior. So with this, children, we end our chapter. Hope you all understood. We'll meet in the next session. Thank you. Have a nice day.